Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 2 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today, Friday. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video, right after the intro. All right, everybody, right off the bat, the SPY is trying to make a move right now. It's not tanking off of that level. It's not breaking that previous level that I talked about in yesterday's video. As y'all can see right here, buyers are trying to hold this one up. And the reverse head and shoulders is looking pretty good right now. I cannot ignore that. Keep that in mind. Again, for those of y'all who are super bearish, again, I did not see this yesterday. I really thought this thing was gonna break lower, but right now it's not looking good in the favor of these shorts. So be very careful out there if you're shorting any large cap stock in the market. Just be very careful. If that neckline doesn't break, then you're good to short. But if it does break, then watch out. That's really all I can say about the market right now. But the top 2 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. The very first one that we're going to discuss is Costco. And the reason why I want y'all to keep Costco in your watch list, it's been tanking for a very long time. And they had yesterday they announced news about raising their hourly minimum wage to $16, which seems like good news. If you take a look at the daily chart, the stock tanked for so long, right? It tanked off of this head and shoulders right here, right? It was kind of clean, kind of not. I seen better than this, but this one is still valid, and it just kept tanking and tanking, and right now it's just too overbought, and it's at a good price. It's at 22% from the highs, so keep this one on your watch list. It is a growth stock. Let's look at it on the monthly. As y'all can see, long-term investors love this thing, right? Every time it drops or it looks like it wants to drop, short sellers get caught in here, and then it rebounds ferociously. Every time it drops again, short sellers get caught over here and goes up again. All right, and I think the same trend might happen again. I think short sellers are gonna get caught again right over here, as y'all can see on the daily time frame. All right, and also it's about to open at 335. So best case scenario, we see a bullish harami today all the way up to 338, and then we might see the momentum not only in Costco but in all like retail, in all large cap retail stocks like Costco and Walmart. We might see that shift change, and we might see some bullish action going into earnings. All right, so keep that one on your watch list for sure. The next one that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today, that stock is FSLY. All right, and FSLY has been demolished. We've traded FSLY multiple times in the past. FSLY have done wonders for us right over here after this bullish harami, which I literally just told you that I'm anticipating in Costco, right? It did wonders for us, right? This thing did wonders, and the price target that I had for it was 120. It got to 120 and it immediately just faded. It immediately faded. It got crushed, and it had multiple exhaustion gap over here and over here again. And honestly, like, this thing has been tanking for a while. Watch this one for a rebound. It dropped by like over 30% within the last 3 weeks. All right. Worst case scenario, we see a double bottom to like $68, which will be a phenomenal dip. Just observe how it behaves over here. All right. Worst case scenario, it dips right in here before we see a rebound. But if you take a look at the stock, it's been crushed for a while. So I want you to put this one on your radar. That way y'all pay very close attention to the potential recovery over here. All right, the potential recovery all the way back up towards $92 within the next few weeks. Keep this one on your watch list along with Costco. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. Y'all always have some amazing questions in the comment section below. So the very first one that we're going to address, that stock is Square. All right. And Square has been on the dip again. When the market drops, like I always say, when the market drops, everything tanks. All right. It failed to get to $300. It tried. It really tried to get there, and then the market just collapsed. And right now, it's about to open slightly lower. Right. Let's change the time frame to the 5. Keep this one on your watch list for a potential double bottom at 220. It might get there again. Do not chase this one. The direction is not very clear at the moment. It's really not. The 1 hour looks fantastic. All right, for a potential move up to 234. It really does. Now that I see it, it might be a falling wedge on here. Keep that one on your watch list, okay? For this thing right here, right? That thing right there. It might be a falling wedge on this thing. Keep it on your watch list. Be very patient with it. Be very patient with it, okay? Don't rush into this. Best case scenario, it makes a move over here and then collapses over the weekend. All right. Best case scenario, or I mean, now that we know, just anticipate that. Another good scenario is that it goes up over here and then opens up higher over the weekend, and then it pushes up along with the whole market. So just keep that in mind as you're trading this one. I just realized that one. Just realized that falling wedge. Now the next one that y'all should be that we're gonna address in this video. Somebody asked about plug, and plug right now, stocks looks like they want to make a move up. Like stocks, they do. They want to run. They want to run. They are forming a double bottom. I think money will flood into the market today. I think they have been beaten down for a while. Yeah. Short sellers, don't get too greedy. Don't get too greedy. I mean, I'm sure y'all would love to see this thing at $35 just to make sure that the double bottom is there and it's solidified, right? I'm sure y'all would love to, but I would say be careful to all the short sellers out there, right? Watch this thing for a reversal. Okay, watch it for a reversal. Stocks are looking kind of bullish right now. The next one that we're going to address in this video, that stock is, somebody asked about Open. And Open, let me see this thing on a daily. Open had actually a nice gradual growth over here, right? The stock is uptrending right now. Every time it goes up, it has its pullback, but the average is going upwards. It's making lower highs. So keep this one on your watch list for a continuation back up again. It has earnings. It has earnings on the 4th. Y'all know how I feel about earnings. I don't like holding anything through earnings. So manage your risk before but after it's fine. We'll see exactly what happens after. If it drops, great. Then we can scoop it up at the bottom again near 27 or near $26 for the recovery back up. Again, if it drops after earnings. But as of right now, just be careful with this one for day traders. Long-term investors, I mean, if you love this company and you value this company for like the next 4 to 5 years, you should be buying every time it goes below that line. Like anywhere in here, this is where you dollar cost average, right? As it continues to follow that trend. Because it's just zigzagging over here. All right, so that is just an idea of how to approach this for all of you long-term investors out there. Now the last stock that we're going to talk about in this video, that stock is GME. All right, and GME had its moment yesterday. I warned you guys in that video, the GME and AMC video. I told y'all, put yourself in the shoes of the people up here. All right, put yourself in their shoes. If you had another chance to get out, if you were a bag holder, and take a slightly smaller loss than you would if like it stayed over here forever and then you cut losses over here. If you had a chance to get out, I'm pretty sure a lot of you would, and that is exactly what happened. But right now, Right now, where is it gonna go? Honestly, I don't know. I don't have high expectations on this thing. Again, I'm sure a lot of short sellers who got in here are hoping for the thing to tank down. If it consolidates, just know that that is the short seller's worst nightmare. If it consolidates, you don't want to be shorting this thing. I wouldn't want to be shorting this thing, all right? So best case scenario for all the shorts is that all of these gains that was made throughout the past 2 days immediately diminish and goes all the way down to 67. Best case scenario. But if it goes sideways, be very, very, very careful and don't get in too heavy shorting GameStop. That is my very honest opinion about this one. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. And the post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you and you would like to get started in the market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Be very, very careful out there, especially short sellers. Especially short sellers. Enjoy the outro.